Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the Whitehorse Pike in Somerdale. You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Somerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string sing. South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Put a desperation shot, and there he goes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sterling Channel 19. We are here for the student versus faculty basketball game. Students, both juniors and seniors, taking on the teachers here at Sterling High School. But what makes this event different from the others is we are going to be supporting the life and honoring the life of Jay Clark here today.
Yeah, that's right, Brian. At halftime, student here, Sean McLaughlin, set up a fundraiser for my family to support the loss of my father, Jay Clark. And what he did is, at the end of the first half, he's going to go out, and there will be 3 students and 1 teacher that will have their head shaved here at halftime, with all donations coming back to our family. Certainly a great event here today. I want to again thank Sean McLaughlin and Miss Johnson for putting that together. And Brian, we got a lot of basketball for us on hand.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's going to be a really fun event. That's going to be happening at the castle. We've been collecting these donations for the shavings of the heads for about a week and a half now, all throughout the school day. In 3A and 3B, students have come down to the cafeterias to drop their money in the donation bucket, but now we're ready to see here at halftime which students will be getting their heads shaved and which lucky teacher will have to go into school tomorrow with a new set of hair.
And for the actual action on the court, the teachers are excited, and so are the students. We've got a good crowd on here today, but now we're going to send it to Dan Leakin here in the booth. Dan?
Yeah, guys, and this is going to be a really great game. This is already a really fun atmosphere. I mean, Jake mentioned that the teachers were into it, but so are the students, and they're a little pumped up right now, as the song is saying. I mean, I have some of the people in front of me, ranging from juniors to seniors, and the 2 gentlemen that you just saw on your screen, Brian and Jake, will be along with me today. I'm Dan Leakin. Having a great time tonight, supporting a great cause, and me and Brian might be some of the names that might be going over to get our head shaved at halftime.
It is quite possible, but for me, I don't think it's very likely. I have about $2.05 in my bag as of now, so yeah, I don't know if it's going to be very likely for me to be getting my head shaved, but you never know what's going to happen between now at the end of the first quarter when the donations are going to be ended here today.
Yeah, well, I would like to say this week has been really fun. I mean, leading up, we got these awesome T-shirts that we just had on a few seconds ago on the screen. Here they are right here, blue, and the staff has on a gray one, and then on the back, never afraid to be great. One of the great sayings from Jay Clark. As the away team, Sterling teachers just go into their huddle, and we see some of the students warming up right now. We have a fun game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, a ton of students out here today in this matchup between the students and the faculty. The faculty numbers are very thin, so it's going to be tough for the student coaches to decide who gets in, who gets a lot of playing time, and who doesn't. But all in all, it's going to be a fun one on the call here today.
Yeah, I was talking to Jason Camardo, and he gave me, a bit of an estimate. I won't say it over air. I don't want to, share the plans with the viewers at home. But he's pretty confident that they're going to take this one home. And here we are here, and that's where we're going to get our haircuts here.
Got some, looks like they have some plastic on the floor to scoop all that hair up, and I think right next to them they have some basket auctions going on. So a ton of little things going on here at the castle, along with the shaving of the heads that we'll have here today. But I should be very excited. Look, it's Karina the camera woman as she is right near where the shaved heads will be happening. Look at the students coming in, warming up as we are about a minute away from the start of the student-faculty game.
Now, what I think is real interesting is between the teachers right now, the two front runners for who will have their head buzzed at halftime, it's between Mr. Carty and Mr. Shields. Mr. Shields is playing in the game, so we could potentially see Mr. Shields play the first half with a lot of hair and the second half with not so much hair, which I think would be pretty funny to see here today.
But you know, gentlemen, I haven't seen John Carty yet. Where is he? Is he here? Is he not here? Do we have the scoop on where he is?
I don't know if Mr. Carty is here or not. I think his first name is Mike. But I don't know that I haven't seen Mr. Carty walk through the door. It's 6 o'clock right now. The game's getting ready to tip off.
Yeah, I don't know where he could be. Hopefully he's not a no-show because he's probably one of, if not the front runner to get that head shaved. It's really between him and Shields, so curious to see whether or not he will show up here today. But as the buzzer sounds, both the students and the teachers will get the final warm-ups in as this very highly anticipated game is ready to get underway. You see Shields with that luscious head of hair. Do you know if he does get his head shaved, do you think he's going to get rid of that beard and stash as well?
Well, I heard he's keeping.
Okay. I would agree. Normally, you know, if I'm going bald, I want a little hair on me somewhere else on my face. So I think he would be smart to keep it. But, I mean, I'm looking at Sean McLaughlin over here, who's most likely to go over with no facial hair. So he will be potentially bald. We might have a bald Sean McLaughlin. There he is. Look at that beautiful face and that beautiful head of hair.
So Sean McLaughlin easily has the longest hair in the competition, was the one that set up the fundraiser. Again, I just want to give a major shout out to Sean McLaughlin for putting this all together. Means a lot more than people know to my mom, my brother, and myself to get us through this difficult time. So Sean, thank you again. Got the officials on hand today. Looks like it's going to be Coach Behringer, Mr. Marleys, and Ensar Yagmerkaya, one of the seniors here at Sterling High School, will be the three officials for today's contest.
Yeah, it should be a fun one on hand. You see over there some of the baskets that will eventually be auctioned off that people here at the castle can sign up for to potentially win. We have Robert Strauss on PA, as always, here at the castle.
Another shout out to the NHS Club for holding some of these basket auctions coming in today and helping a little bit with those and with the t-shirt sales. So we want to thank Mrs. Dunn and all the members of the NHS Club for coming out and volunteering.
You see the teachers there in their huddle as they are ready to get things going, and I'm very curious to see some of the athleticism that some of these teachers put on here today.
And Brian, I'm going to ask you now, do you have any predictions of who's going to come out on top in this one?
Oh, that's tough. I'm going to unfortunately have to go with the teachers here. I mean, I just think that a lot of people are going to go the students' way, and I think that's what's going to fuel the teachers up a little bit more to get them going. But we're going to be right back as the national anthem plays here in the gym.
I'm Sean McLaughlin, and I'm setting up a fundraiser for board president and community legend Jay Clark and his family. Some of your favorite teachers and classmates' names will be on jars in the cafeteria. You can donate money into the jars to vote for classmates or teachers, with all proceeds going to the Clark family. The top 3 students and top teacher at the end of the fundraiser will shave their head at the student-faculty game on March 12th.
All you Sterling Knights, I need you to come out and donate to Jay Clark.
I want you. I want you.
And I want you.
And I want you.
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 I want you to donate to Jay Clark. And don't be afraid to be great and donate.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back, and a great crowd here on hand at the Castle. It's the student versus faculty game here at Sterling High School. And what a fun event this is going to be, honoring the life of Jay Clark, a very important event going on here at the Castle. A ton of people have gathered to organize it and make this event an event like no other. I'm Brian McLernan, joined by Jay Clark and Dan Leakin. Glad you're with us as the students will introduce their starting lineup. And I'm curious to see what this starting lineup shall be, because I have no idea.
Well, they have so many different options. I mean, you can just see how many students signed up to be a part of this game. There's so many different possible lineup combinations. I'm with Brian. I'm not sure where this one's going to end up.
Yeah, we have student athletes, we have Channel 19 alum, we have pretty much everyone under the sun out here on the student team who is ready to contribute to a hopeful student win. And we're going to meet tonight's starting lineup. So it looks like Elise Simpson is the first name to be announced.
And you know, that's a smart start from the coaches. She's very versatile and does a great job on the floor.
Patrick Carroll now coming out, second name announced for the students. Pat, a former soccer player here at Sterling and one of the members of the baseball team. Quinn Rosano, another member of the baseball team coming out, starting for the students.
Michael Carr, the next name to be announced.
An absolute hustler on the court. Won't get you a lot of shots, but man, he plays some hustle defense.
And Ryan Romano, the fifth starter, 4 of the 5 starters, members of the baseball team.
Did I hear Rob Strauss say that he was 7'4"?
Well, he is. I think that's a great center option for the coaches. I mean, he's going to get you that opening tip, and he's going to get those hard boards that not a lot of people like Benjamin Nicholas can reach up and get.
And the teachers now announcing their starters. Jason Shivers, the first one to be announced. One of the assistant coaches of the basketball team.
Won't even go and shake the student's hand. He's ready, he's locked in. He does not want to lose this one.
Jason Howe, another assistant coach for the basketball team, checking in. He's their second starter.
And those are 2 safe starters right there, both basketball coaches. They know the game really well, and they're going to go toe-to-toe with the students.
And that is Megan Shook, the next person to be announced for the teachers.
Here is Mr. C.J. Barrett.
My math teacher said we had 0 homework tonight because he was playing in this game. So thank you, student, staff, faculty game for not giving me any math homework.
So both starting 5s are out there on the court.
Coach Barrett, a member of the football coaching staff, the basketball coaching staff, and the baseball coaching staff. So a well-rounded coach, just like he was a well-rounded athlete here at Sterling High School.
And as I said, Ryan Romano taking this opening tip, great start for this for the students to get on board.
And also what we did learn is that no high school basketball players were allowed to play, so trying to give no unfair advantages for the students. And it looks like Ryan Romano wins the tip-off. I mean, that 7'4" frame really helped out.
That's what I said. I mean, that's going to get you an opening tip-off. That's exactly what you need to start the game.
So here's Shaq. Dishes to the outside. Romano for 3. Got it! Shaquille O'Neal with with the bucket.
And even Shaquille O'Neal made a few shots in his NBA career. What a start for the students.
Teachers driving in. That shot won't go. Rosano with the rebound. Students going back the other way. Swatted away! Shivers denies them. My
Pat Carroll
goodness.
goes up, and Coach Shivers says, "Not in my house." It's the line from Dan Leakin. Swats that one away with force.
Students with a 3-0 lead early. Rosano, he wants a three. No good. And a rebound for the Teachers. Great pass. Foul up and a foul. And we'll take a look at the replay as Nikola Jokic slams that one home.
Yeah, just too much space there for Ryan Romano. Coach Shivers just left him a little too open, disrespected his jump shot, and he knocked that one down.
First free throw of the season for Jason Howe. Doesn't get that one.
Eventually goes out of play. It'll be Teacher ball. All right, so a 3-1 student lead. Quick pass underneath, and the layup is good for Jason Howe. That'll tie things up at 3.
That's just how the Teachers wanted to draw it up. Quick inbound play for the basket there from Mr. Howe.
Mr. Fundamentals, Jason Howe did a great job there.
Carroll for 3, nothing but net. Patrick Carroll gives the students a 6-3 lead.
There he is, Chuckster from way downtown, fires it up and bangs it home.
And the PC is firing up, it's heating up, it's running some Fortnite, and it cannot handle it. Way to go, Patrick Carroll.
That layup cannot go from Barrett. Rosano with the rebound. Driving toward the basket, working against a few defenders, no good. Shivs gets the rebound, and the Teachers able to keep it in play. Great pass underneath. Here's a 3 ball, that's good. And Shook for 3. Actually, give her 2. Looks like her foot was on the line, so that'll currently give the students a 6-5 lead.
PC giving them that work right now. Great handles.
And B with a nice pass inside. Great pass to Simpson. Actually, it was a bit off the mark, but she was able to corral it. Nice no-look pass. Layup cannot go. Carroll sold that play, and now Shiv's on the move. 3 ball. Shivs got it. It's good for Jason Shivers, and the Teachers have their first lead.
Shivs, one of those taller guys, but he's a 3-level scorer, can score at the rim from the mid-range end.
And that one's good. Threes are raining here at the Castle early.
Chuckster with another one, bangs it home from long range.
Here's Barrett, floater pass to Howe. Howe driving inside. Great pass to the outside for Shivs for 3. No good. Airballed that one. Teachers get the board, but it cannot go. Here's Carroll in the corner, gets trapped, loses it. Barrett comes up with it. Barrett on the move. Driving inside the paint, layup is good. And it's 10-9 for the staff members. Great long pass to Carroll. Driving inside, it cannot go. Here's Howe the other way for the Teachers. Driving inside, swatted away by Carr. Here's Rosano. Great pass to Carr. Floats that one up. It's no good. Bounced around, ends up in the hands of Simpson. Carroll at the top of the key. Rosano, he wants a 3. He's got it. 3 ball for Quentin Rosano. It's 12-10.
And the students are just lighting it up from outside, and that's the reason they have an early advantage.
And our first substitutions will check in as you take a look at the replay. Quentin Rosano, nothing but net on that 3 as the students hold a 12-10 lead.
Looking like for the students, we have the junior squad coming out here with Bright John, Cami Rivadis, Max Bleem, Anthony Ortiz, and rounding out in the back, is big man Connor Warrington. And for the teachers, we have Mr. Shields, Mr. Jeff, Mr. Abbott, excuse me.
Shot is good for Abbott. So the staff will tie it up at 12. Here's Garcia driving in. Great pass underneath. That shot no good. Second chance effort. That one can't go. Juggled around. So now the teachers end up with it.
Mr. Jeff has it around the back and stolen away from Bright John. Bright John running up the court using his speed. Bursts through, takes up Mr. Jeff, and takes it. What a finish from Bright John.
Great job to finish inside the paint right there. So now 14-12 student lead. Great pass to the top of the key. Here's a three ball. It's no good. I don't know what I just watched there, but the shot could not fall. Take a look at the replay there from Bright John as he laid that one in to make it a 14-12 game.
And just a little side note here, guys. Mr. Carty has showed up. He's entered the building and is here at the game. One of the front runners for getting his head buzzed at halftime.
So here is John. Great pass in the corner to Warrington. Bright John again. That layup falls. So now it is a 16-12 student lead.
And Dan, I am shocked with the ball movement from the students. Thought they would all be selfish. There's so many, they're going to try and get shots up, but they've been moving the ball pretty well.
Well, listen, I mean, a lot of these kids played together when they were younger. They got this stuff down. You know, this is nothing new to a lot of them. They've all played together, and they're doing a great job so far.
Great layup right there for Bright John. Students back on the attack. They lead by 4. There's Cami Revetis with a 3. That shot too strong. Great rebound by Warrington, and he finishes with the layup.
And David Robertson down in the post. Mr. Fundamentals just doing what he does best.
Students with the big takeaway and a foul. It's going to be against Ant Ortiz. So 2.5 minutes to go here with this running clock. Students lead by 6. Teachers looking to answer back. That pass goes off the foot of Bleem out of play. Teachers will get it back.
You take a look at the replay. Nice positioning there by Connor Warrington.
It's going to be teacher ball. Mr. Zingaro to inbound it. Great pass that gets away, and Ortiz comes up with it. Great pass to Revetis. She wants a 3. That one cannot go. Nice rebound by Abbott. Abbott back the other way for the staff. A nice Euro step, but the shot cannot go. Swatted out of bounds by Mr. Zingaro.
I believe he's now the head softball coach here at Sterling.
And he got the 3. Jeff Abbott cuts this lead down to 3. And it seems like every time the teachers score, this gym is dead silent.
With the luscious locks of Mr. Abbott, there's not much one could say.
Students looking to answer back. That shot does not go. Abbott gets the board. Here's a long pass, intercepted there by Bleem. Right back to Connor Warrington. He drives inside with a pump fake. That shot can't go. Now Abbott with the board. Bit of a fall there. Students get it back. Bleem speeding down the court. Great pass to Warrington. And the shot is good. And David Robertson continues his triumphant moves here on the court.
I mean, Connor Warrington, take a look at the layup right here, gets real physical, bumps off the defender, and then tells Mr. Zingaro he's too little, put it right on his head.
Connor Warrington, what a personality, what a kid. Just the type of player you want on your team at all times.
But not a person to trust with the DDR. 3 ball, no good. Second try, it is good for Cami Revatus. And it looks like the officials might come together to see if the basket counted, but I believe it did. It's a 22-15 student lead.
Brian, you might have to show him the replay on that one.
I don't know, man. There's been a ton of replay controversy this year, in both involving Sterling and not involving Sterling. I don't know if I want to get myself caught up into that.
We do not. We want to talk about the students' domination right now. Jake, how do you feel like that ball movement is impacting, the score on the scoreboard right now?
Well, to be honest with you, because of the amount of students on the roster, I thought that it would have been very selfish. Everybody, as soon as they get the ball, want to force up a shot. But they've done a great job of really moving the ball around, and they've done a good job of making the extra pass, and right now that's why they lead on the scoreboard.
And it's been a ton of fun so far. We've seen a lot of threes raining down from multiple players, but guys, who has been the standout here for the students so far?
To me, it's got to be Patrick Carroll. 2 big threes from way downtown. The Chuckster firing it up and canning them from beyond the arc.
Looks like the senior squad will check in for the students.
And one star you want to lock out for is Anthony Mudry. You got to check out his middle school highlights. But these highlights, first of all, Patrick Carroll having an amazing game so far. And as Jake said, 2 clutch threes. And there is Big Ant, Big Papa Mudry, the Italian stallion, ready to play. And this is his moment. He's been waiting for this since middle school.
Big Tone, as they call him, ready to go.
3 ball is good. Jason Shivers continues his dominance for the teachers, makes it a 4-point game. Here's Ayanna Brown on the attack. She'll float that one up, swatted away by Shivs. Great behind the back pass. Shivs shot, no good. Second chance, that one can't go. And the teachers do get it back. A bit of a fake right there, and that shot can't go. Brett Bellows comes up with it for the students, and now here's Jordan Baker. What a circus of events that was. 3 ball is good. And Mudry, the Italian stallion, swimming on the hardwood. 7-point student lead.
And the Sopranos are smiling in their TV show right now. Mom and Pa back at the pizza shop. Very proud of that young man right there.
Teachers trying to answer back. Layup does not go. Second chance effort, no good. Here's Shivs. 3 ball, top of the key. That cannot go. Offensive layup is good.
We're going to take a look. The Italian stallion from way downtown fires it up, knocks it down, and then swims down on the hardwood. Ant's a guy with a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and a big personality. And you saw it all on display right there after that basket.
Put the meatball in the sauce with that 3 right there. What a great job from Anthony.
Teachers trail by 5. They pass on the inside. Here's Walsh, guarded by Brown. Great pass underneath. Here's a 3 ball, and that one no good. So Baker the other way for the students. Baker driving inside. That one can't go. Now the teachers with it. Shivs, 3, no good.
And right now for the teachers, seems like Mr. Shivers is on a bit of a dry spell in this second quarter.
Floated pass over the head of Brown, but able to keep it in bounds. Finds Baker. Out to Mudry. He wants another 3. That one no good. Bellows gets it back for the students. Here's a 3. That one does not go. Shivs with the board.
And ladies and gentlemen, in the corner, if we can get a camera over there, Sean is currently getting his head prepared to be cut. It looks like he is one of the finalists for the halftime show. and he does not look very pleased.
Well, that's not much of a surprise. Sean McLaughlin has the longest hair in the competition. Put it together.
Loving the pigtails, Sean.
Little Red Riding Hood over there. Grab out and get his head.
Oh, can we go? Yes.
So there he is, Sean McLaughlin.
Little Red, look at him go. What a great guy. What a fun personality, Sean McLaughlin.
Strawberry shortcake over there. Students with a 5-point lead.
Let's get back to basketball here.
Brown chucks that one up. They can't go. Shivs gets the rebound.
They were in Mr. Carpenter's 5th block World Civ class. They were putting Sean's hair in different ways. Sean at one point had his hair braided. He had it in a man bun, and now the ponytails, the dual ponytails. So Sean McLaughlin, if he keeps the hair, has a lot of different hairstyles.
He's trying to get all the love out of it he can before it eventually gets shaved off, unfortunately for Sean.
Great pass, layup cannot go. Second chance effort is good for C.J. Barrett. Makes it a 1-point game. Students with just a 1-point lead. Ant just pulls that one up. It's no good.
And that might have been a little bit of a heat check there for the Italian Stallion. Made the one, but hasn't made one since.
Long pass to Barrett. He just chucks that 3 up. It's no good. And the layup will go for Jason Shivers. That'll give the teachers a 26-25 lead as we'll get a timeout.
You know, the students started to lose their momentum. I mean, they all looked exasperated out there. They didn't look like they wanted to be out there. And these teachers came to play. You know, when you're the students, you can't take your foot off the gas there. These teachers came to win.
This is their NBA Finals. This is their opportunity to get a little bragging rights over the students. This means a lot to the teachers as it does for the students. And the students now are going to make a substitution, and it's at the right time as the teachers went on a little bit of a hot run.
Got some of the kiddies on hand here today.
And, you know, it may not mean nothing to these students, but understand that nothing was done for those teachers. And you know, you gotta
so
appreciate
they don't plan at stopping at all.
No.
Okay?
And they want that forever.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah, and you just gotta understand that when you're the students, that nothing's gonna come free in this game.
Yeah, they gotta understand all that was done for them by the teachers, as Dan was pointing out.
So here is Roca Escobar with it. Now Emerson. Here's Pitts for 3. That one can't go, and Shivs yet again with the rebound. Shivs speeding down the court, floats that pass up. Great underneath pass to Howe. It's good for Jason Howe, and the staff will take a 28-25 lead.
And it just feels like that they're assuming that this is going to be a free game for the students. You know, this is just nothing. Yeah, they got to be ready. They got to be ready to play. And, you know, they're just not bringing that oomph that they were bringing at the start of the game.
Garcia, no good. And Zingaro gets the rebound for the teachers.
I think that what we're seeing is the teachers have really upped their ball movement, and they've done a great job of really making the extra pass.
So teachers back on the move. That shot from Zingaro does not go. Shivs gets it back. Shivs thought about it. Pass was swatted by Pitts. Shivs floats it to Howe. And Howe can't get it to go. Emerson with the rebound.
And a new sub into the game for the teachers. Coach Flacco running the court.
Roca Escobar. It's good off the glass. Ties us up at 28. Here's Howe the other way. Fakes the pass. Layup. No good. Bounced around. Garcia gets it for the students.
And great hustle from Shea Wiley as she's taking it up the court right now. So, you know, get that tip towards her teammate.
Garcia wide open for 3. No good. Shivs gets the rebound.
Well, it's a smart decision from the students here to put in Shea Wiley. As you take a look at the 3 ball from Escobar. Almost had the Jumpman logo at the end of that shot. But it's a smart move that they put in Shea Wiley, just a natural floor general out there, a natural point guard for the students.
Here's Pitts. 3 ball, no good. And it'll be teacher ball as it goes out of play. Barrett, great pass to Zingaro. Layup is good for Mr. Zingaro, and the staff lead it 30-28.
This is a nice job by Mr. Barrett here. Mr. Zingaro, one of the subs here at Sterling High School, doing a great job down on the low block and takes the lead for the faculty.
Looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with those glasses on and has the paint moves just like him.
Here's Wiley. Wiley working one-on-one. Great ball handling skills from Shea Wiley. Great pass to Garcia inside. Step back jumper, no good. Zingaro with the rebound. Barrett rocking the stash. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Layup, no good. Pitts with the board. Pitts looking him rumble. Pitts driving inside. Layup, no good.
Looks like Preston just wanted to rock right there, but couldn't get the moves down. It's good defense from Mr. Barrett inside the paint.
Zingaro, great pass to Barrett. Barrett. He's fined inside the paint. Layup is good.
And that's Miss Sharman, one of the girls basketball coaches. And you see right here, fakes the shot, drives in, and a nice job to finish up and in off the glass.
Here's Wiley on the outside. Students trail by 4. Emerson working. And he loses it for a moment. Emerson able to get it back. Now finds Garcia. Roca Escobar with it now. He chucks up a 3. Bounced around, it's no good. Barrett with the board. Last minute of play. That pass a bit wayward there. Students get it back. Looks like Behringer kind of passed it a little bit, and it's going to be a foul on Miss Sharman.
And as we approach halftime, we should know who is getting their head buzzed during the halftime ceremony.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Sean McLaughlin, obviously one of them. It's still no word on the other 2, as well as the teacher, as at the end of the first quarter, the donations were finished, so they most likely are counting up those donations. The shot no good from Wiley. Second chance effort for Garcia is good. 15 seconds remain. You take a look at the replay here. Garcia able to lay that one up and in. Layup does not go. And the teachers can't keep it in play. 1 second left, and the shot will not count. So the first half comes to a close. The teachers holding a slim 32-30 lead over the students. As the next thing we'll be waiting for are the halftime festivities. Who is going to be getting their head shaved? Which 3 students will get their head shaved, and which teacher, which lone teacher will be getting their head shaved? Guys, I'm really looking forward to finding out who those 4 people will be.
I'm excited, and I think the interesting race all week has been Mr. Carty or Mr. Shields for the teachers. Mr. Shields had a great start, and then Mr. Carty got a lot of donations today, took a pretty healthy lead, but now I'm not sure where we stand. Is it Mr. Shields? Is it Mr. Carty? Last I heard, it was about 50-50 split, so we'll have to see here at halftime. Should be definitely a fun event here at halftime.
Yeah, I've been really looking forward to this.
With the students, it seems as though Sean is going to be one of the ones to get his head buzzed. I heard some other ones that were in the running were Zach Reich, Vince the Fury, Nevin Ganscott. Mr. Shields is taking off the headband. Is it Mr. Shields? Dan Leakin was also in the running. Brian McClernand.
Oh, here we go.
Everybody out on the board, I guess, Justin. Good out on the board. The top students, top 3 starting, and in 3rd place, just to let you know, we raised a total of $2,073.93. Incredible show. Coming in 3rd place, $398.06, Sean McLaughlin.
All right, so over $2,000 raised.
In second place.
It is great to see Sean McLaughlin, the first teacher. Who's in second place? And it's Dan Lincoln in second place. Dan's gonna get his head shaved. Who's gonna be the third?
And in first place with $513 raised. It'll be a little bit lighter in just a few minutes. Nevin Ganskop.
And Nevin Ganskop is the third. Sean McLaughlin, Dan Lincoln, Nevin Ganskop, your three students. Thank God it's not me. And both Sean and Dan have their tarps over as they are ready to get buzzed. And all the students are going to go over to watch. Looks like Sean is the first to go. His ponytail, or one of his, is gone. I wonder if he'll be able to keep that. Who knows, maybe if they'll donate it or not. All right, so a big crowd gathering around, and there it goes. There goes Sean McLaughlin's hair.
Sean, diggity Sean. It actually doesn't look bad. No, it actually doesn't look bad. Oh my God.
As a reminder, the t-shirt is still retailing at $50.
All right, so people, if you are just tuning in, the halftime festivities at the student-faculty basketball game. 3 students and 1 teacher who were the top people to be donated to are getting their heads shaved right now. Sean McLaughlin, who was in first place, is the first to get his head shaved. Dan Lincoln will then follow, and then to round it out, it'll be Nevin Ganskop, and currently it's Sean McLaughlin getting those luscious locks shaved off, and this is such a sight to see. Students and teachers gathering around to watch. As I will step aside, as you can watch these luscious locks get shaved off the head of Sean McLaughlin.
I was praying for you. I think since you said that, I've been worried about not scoring all night. I was like, I can't go down like that.
All right, so again, if people are just tuning in, the top 3 students who led the donations for the student-faculty game are getting their heads shaved. Sean McLaughlin just got his head shaved. It's Dan Lincoln's turn to get his locks shaved off, and These three students ready to get some new haircuts. Nevin Ganskop will then follow. And this is really fun so far. Great halftime festivities to honor the life of Jay Clark. Again, want to thank Sean McLaughlin and Miss Johnson for putting this together. I'll step aside as we watch Dan Leakin get his head shaved. All right, so Dan Leakin has just finished his head shave, and it's now Nevin Ganskop's turn to get those locks out of here. Sean McLaughlin was first, Dan Leakin second, and it's now Nevin Ganskop who will get his head shaved. This is all part of the fundraiser honoring the life of Jay Clark. And here it goes. Nevin Ganskop's hair will be no more. I'll step aside for a moment as you can watch Nevin Ganskop's head get shaved.
So Nevin's buzz is finished. Again, Sean McLaughlin, Nevin Ganskop, and Dan Leakin, the three students that had the most money in their bins, got their heads buzzed at the halftime of the student-faculty game. We take a look at the highlights here. Here's Sean laughing it up as the hair goes off the top of his head. And then over to Dan, getting the first cuts. Getting those locks taken off. And now Nevin in the middle chair. There's the first cut. Lets out a couple tears. And now all three with new looks. And Brian, I got to say, they look pretty nice with the new cut.
They do, yeah, I agree. Who do you think looks the best? Who do you think rocks that bald cut the best?
I think it's got to go to Dan. I think that Dan already had short hair, so it's not as much of a change. And I do want to give a shout out to Tim Edis's mom, Annalisa, for being the hairdresser to take care of the buzz cuts. The teachers has still yet to be picked. I believe there were 4 teachers in the running. Mr. Wiley, Mr. Carty, Mr. Shields.
Dorico?
And Mr. Dorico, our vice principal, that's right.
Yeah, still kind of waiting to figure out which lone teacher will be getting shaved. It's not top 3 like the students. It's going to be one teacher getting their head shaved. That'll be after the students are done. So all 3 students have now been buzzed. Sean McLaughlin, Nevin Ganscott, Dan Leakin. Their hair is all gone.
And we're getting word from Zach Reich, one of the members of the competition that was thankfully saved and did not have to get his hair buzzed, that they are announcing the teacher at the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
So the students are now done at halftime, and it sounds like it'll come down to one of the 4, Mr. Dorico, Mr. Wiley, Mr. Carty, or Mr. Shields at the end of today's contest.
Looks like.
But there they are, the new looks.
Yeah, it looks like Nevin's
Sean,
getting a little touched up.
Nevin and Dan.
So again, as you see, Sean McLaughlin, Nevin Ganscott, Dan Leakin, all shaved. And we'll wait to see the lone teacher to get their head shaved. That'll be at the end of the game, which we have just gotten word of. Go on the floor, Hugh. All right, so as we wait, Jake is going to do a little bit of an interview with Mr. Carty, one of the... What? All right, so Jake Clark and Mr. Carty with a special interview.
Mr. Carty, who still right now has his luscious locks. Mr. Carty, after watching 3 students get their heads buzzed at halftime, how are you feeling? Are you a little nervous for the end of the game to come?
I'm a little nervous. I'm proud of those students, but you know, I am a little nervous. I think it's going to be close. Mr. Shields, I think, will be a more dramatic change than me, but we're going to have to pay up. We're going to have to pay up to put my hairline on the line.
Yeah, and your video was definitely fantastic. Give us a little more insight on what you were thinking when it came to try and make a pitch for students to either donate or not donate to you.
Well, you know, I like to generate a little bit of heat. I was thinking of some of the 80s wrestling promos of my youth, so it was kind of fun to be the bad guy. I want to generate enough heat to come in a close second, but not a first. So we'll see how it works.
And then last question for you, Mr. Carty. How do you think that you would look with a buzz cut? Would you like it? Would you hate it? Just your personal opinions on if you had to get a new hairstyle.
You know, I'll wear it with pride, so the money will go for a good cause. If it happens, I'll wear it like a badge of honor. You know, handsome is handsome. It doesn't matter. So I'll be a handsome buzz cut and a proud guy to help raise some money for a good cause.
Thanks for coming on with us, Mr. Carty. Really appreciate it.
Got it. Thanks.
Going to send it back now to Brian. Brian?
Thank you, Jake. Great to hear from one of the teacher contestants as the second half is ready to get underway. The teachers holding a 32-30 lead over the students. I'm Brian McLernan, joined by Jake Clark, and soon to be joined by Dan Leakin. Glad you're with us here at the Castle as the second half is about ready to get underway.
Yeah, and as we focus back on the game, it's been back and forth. We saw the students go on a little bit of a run thanks to the chuckster himself, Patrick Carroll, with a couple threes, and then the teachers went on a little bit of a run of their own, so it should be very interesting to see what happens in this second half of action. So now as we get underway, a wayward pass. That's a miscommunication there from the students. Teachers will take it over. They're running up tempo. Taken away by Simpson. Here's Gogo. Finds McVeigh. Vaughn McVeigh dribbles, thinks about it in the corner. Gogolski. Gogo for three, off the mark.
Shivs is the rebound machine, but he is not Dennis Robin.
Fires up a three, but that one doesn't go. Here's John Orlino. John in the tech crew plays for baseball, weaving in and out of defenders. Nick Carbo in the corner for three. That one, nothing but air. And as you mentioned, Brian, Mr. Shivers has really been carrying a lot of the offensive load for the teachers here today. Nice save there from Mr. Abbott. Shivs drives in, finds Mr. Flacco. Flacco back to Shivs. Shivs past Abbott, and great ball movement there from the teachers. Count the basket, and the teachers are the first on the board in this second half.
Yeah, you can't have much better ball movement than that if you're the teachers.
John Orlino answers back with a three, makes this a 1-point game.
John Orlino can shoot.
Take a look at it right there, lets it fly, and the bank is open for John. John showing he can do a little more than just bowl as he knocks down a three. He was 13th in the state of New Jersey, second in South Jersey for bowling, and he went as an individual. Sterling does not have a bowling team. Here's McVeigh. McVeigh with a jump shot. That one doesn't go. Rebound Abbott. Abbott racing against Simpson. Layup is no good, and you could say he's like Michael Jordan, has no left hand. Gogolski for three. That one doesn't go.
I think Mr. K took a little bit of offense to that
Sorry
joke
for
against
anyone,
NJ.
but we are done with the 90s. As we get back to the action now in 2024, here is Mr. Shivers. Shivers, pull-up jumper, rims out. That one nicely saved there by Carbo, but it's intercepted. Abbott for three. Doesn't go, and here's McVeigh. Corrals the rebound, runs the break for the students. McVeigh slowing things down. Cross-court pass. Carbo finds Orlino. Orlino for three. It's another three for John Orlino.
My goodness, John Orlino. Fire me up.
And Orlino takes the ball away, running the break now, working against Mr. Flacco. He heaves up a three. That one a bit of a heat check there for Orlino. Has 6 points, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc now. And I believe he now is tied for the leading scorer. There's Miss Johnson. First shot doesn't go. Offensive rebound tipped. Finds Mr. Shivers. Shivs up and good off the glass. Ties it at 36.
Yeah, great attempt at a second chance effort from Miss Johnson. A nice find underneath to Shivs. He's able to clean that one up and tie things up at 36.
Simpson, long three, doesn't go. Shivers running the break. Bounce pass into Abbott. Abbott doesn't go. Again, use the right hand on the left side. So here's McVeigh. McVeigh from way downtown, off the mark. And now it's just turning into deep three after deep three. Mr. Zingaro turns around. Nice pass to Mr. Shivers. Great ball movement from Zingaro to Shivers.
Yeah, great pass between Zingaro and Shivs. Shivs with a great pass to Zingaro, took his time, found Shivs in stride, laid it in off the glass. Perfect stuff right there from the staff.
Orlino, another three. This one doesn't go. Orlino carrying the offensive load for this group of students, 6 points. Now Shivers thinks about a three, now drives inside, kick out to the corner. It's Flacco. Flacco driving in, gets that one away, takes a fall. Shivers is there to clean it up, doesn't go, gets his own rebound. Zingaro for three. Got it! Nothing but net there for Mr. Zingaro, who fires up a bomb from beyond the arc.
Mr. Zingaro can do it all. He's had great ball movement all day. He chucks up a three from the top of the key.
Go. Nothing but air. And Mr. Zingaro, his brother Jimmy, played here a couple seasons ago. Was one of the better guards on that team.
Yeah, he was the leader for the boys in our sophomore year. Great overall team player, very skilled.
We're seeing here today that basketball runs in the Zingaro family. So here is Mr. Barrett. Barrett spinning, finds Miss Shook. That one is tipped into the hands of Mr. Barrett, lays that one up and in. The teachers are on a roll here during this third quarter.
Yeah, they've been very good. A great pass to the outside. The shot was tipped, but ends up right in the hands of Barrett. And it is good. And Dan Leakin is back in the booth as his hair is no more.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. My hair is gone, and so is my pride. We got a lot of laughs. Brian is currently rubbing his fingers on it. So, just one of those things that happen in life. You just gotta forgive and forget and accept, you know. But, I mean, for a great cause, I'm willing to do whatever. There I am. Rub my head. Yes, rub my head. Rub my head, everyone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, my hairline. Oh, man. But yeah, what a time. I mean, I had a really fun time. Let's get back to some basketball.
Yeah, shot no good there from the students. Barrett heaves a pass, finds Miss Shook. Shook in the corner. Here's Mr. Howe. Howe pump fakes, drives inside, behind the back pass there. Shot is up and rims out for Miss Walsh. Miss Walsh, a fiery competitor, as we know from the Powder Puff game. Now partaking in the student-faculty game. Brandon Criswell's shot is no good. Here's Mr. Barrett to Shivers. Shivers driving, good defense, Mr. Howe. Shot's good for Mr. Howe. And guys, the teachers just can't be stopped on offense right now.
Yeah, Howe with a little sexy shot right there, able to get that one good, and much needed timeout as the teachers hold a 9-point advantage.
The students taking a timeout, got to make a couple lineup substitutions, but right now the ball movement between the faculty members is impeccable.
Yeah, it's been terrific. We've seen some great passes overall from Mr. Zingaro, Shivers, among others. It's been a lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun athletes out there on the court.
I miss my hair. I really liked it. I'm a little sad. I'm a little disappointed.
It'll grow back.
It'll grow back. I mean, you know, it will grow back.
Hair is replaceable. And when Brian and I were talking as it was happening, we said that out of all three, and Karina is disappointed with Dan with the new haircut.
She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it.
Does not like the cut. But what we were talking about was out of all three, between you, Sean, and Nevin, I personally think that you rock the buzz cut the best.
I agree.
You know, I appreciate that, fellas, and that boosted my confidence a little bit after my girlfriend said she absolutely hated it. After she said I looked terrible and ugly. But I appreciate you too. I mean, you guys are my OGs and my boyfriends for life, and I do appreciate the love.
Students coming out of the timeout. Revedas to Ortiz. Finds Rosano. Here's Jesus Blanco. He fires up a three, way short. Rebound there by Cody Drager. Back to Blanco. They're giving him a second chance. Doesn't go. Drager with another offensive rebound. Here's Revedas. Shots banked up and in for Cami Revedas. Take another look. Great job by Drager on the boards. Got it out to Revedas for the score. Here's Walsh down low, but lost it.
Walsh got to catch that, man. Come on.
Barrett, an absolute dime to miss Walsh, just off the hands and out of bounds. That can't happen.
2 minutes.
Pass taken away by Miss Shook. Finds Mr. Barrett. Barrett racing, Euro step in the lane. Layup is good for Mr. Barrett after some fancy footwork.
It's some great stuff to see. I mean, the fancy footwork, the great passing, the athleticism by most of these teachers has been very, very fun.
Layup is up and good there.
Gentlemen,
for Mr. Howe.
Gentlemen, what did I miss? At half it was a 2-point game, and the students are getting pummeled. Give a little review for me and the viewers at home.
Rosano with a three there. And Dan, to be quite honest with you, I think the teachers really just stepped up their game. They were being great teammates, and they did a very good job of just swinging the ball around. Shivers for three, front iron. Take a look at Quinn Rosano, who knocked down the three for the students. Shivers, another three, front iron once again. So here's Q running the break. Finds Blanco in the corner. Now back to Rosano on the wing. He fires up a three. That one rims out. Under a minute left to go in this third quarter. Miss Walsh didn't know the pass was coming for her. Here's Ortiz.
I think I would have benched Walsh by now.
Rosano with some space makes the extra pass to Blanco. Blanco looking. Cross court to Ortiz.
And the teacher's playing with 4 defenders right now, so there will be a man or a woman open.
Layup is up and good. Makes it a 6-point game. Pass to Walsh. Shot no good. We've got whistles. Gonna take a look. A lot of contact from Blanco. They're just trying to get Walsh a bucket. She's at the free throw line now for 2.
And to note, Jesus Blanco and Cami Revedas creeping back onto their offensive side.
First free throw is up and no good. Barrett, quick pass in to Shivers. Shivers finds Walsh, swatted away by Drager. And that is how the third quarter will end. It's a 7-point teacher lead over the students. Take a look at the resounding rejection there from Cody Drager. We're about ready for fourth quarter action to get up underway.
And it looks like Muggsy Bogues and Gunnar are going to be entering in the fourth quarter this time. Very excited to watch both of them play some ball tonight.
Tech Crew's own Ben Nicholas and Gunnar entering the game.
Will he drop that student versus faculty diss track?
We will never know.
Looks like the group Mr. Shields and Mr. Carty are now being brought to center court. We're going to listen in. Rob Strauss, take it away.
And Mr. Carty, one of these two is going to look like me by the end of the night. One of these two is separated by a mere $11. So just by crowd applause. if you want to see, if you think it's Shields, let's hear it for Shields. If you think it's Mr. Cardi is the winner, let's hear it for Mr. Cardi. The winner, who raised $237 for tonight and won by a mere $11, and is going to go over to the right and get their hair all shaved off. This is Shields!
So Mr. Cardi narrowly escapes, and Mr. Shields is getting his head buzzed here today. Shields will join Dan, Nevin, and Sean with a new look, and everyone is running over to watch this. Mr. Shields beats Mr. Cardi out by $11.
That's one heck of a margin right there.
And you know, I just want to give a quick shout out, and I know she's my girlfriend too, but Karina, having a great camera angle here, so we do not have to run over to all that like this, and we can watch it right here, and you guys can watch it at home, right at your couches. Oh.
All right, so we got our head shaving here for the teachers. Take a look, ton of spectators watching Mr. Shields get his head shaved. See right there, ton of student players, a lot of young ones, a lot of players, teachers watching, as well as Mr. Shields edges out Mr. Cardi by a mere $11, as those luscious locks are no more. And honestly, guys, looking pretty good for that. Looking pretty good with that new set of hair.
I think him having the beard really helps him pull it off, and I think that keeping the beard is a good decision. It's definitely a different look for Mr. Shields, but I think that he pulls it off really nicely. It looks a lot better than I expected it to.
He looks like a really angry European.
I see what you're saying.
Where's my croissant? That's what he just said right there. And now he's figuring out. Now he's asking where his other croissant is. He's gonna find.
Saying he's an angry Frenchman.
Angry Frenchman. Yeah, I think he is.
Good job. Just right here next.
So we're taking a look at the slow-mo of the first cut for Mr. Shields, who has joined Dan Leakin, Sean McLaughlin, and Nevin Ganskop with a buzz.
And you know, I was really a fan of my hair, but I mean, sometimes, and I'm sure Sean would agree, when it's for a great cause, I'm willing to do whatever I'm signed up for. I was willingly signed up for this. There's nothing I would have rather shown my support for more, and I'm really happy I got to show my support in a way, not just donating money, but doing something, you know, that impacted me, and just for fun. You know, I got a lot of people into it, and I think we had a fun week tracking who was winning, who wasn't. You know?
Oh yeah.
And it provided Sterling a lot of entertainment. So big shout out to Mrs. Johnson and big shout out to Sean McLaughlin for running this whole operation. I think it was a really cool thing.
Yeah, I again want to shout out Sean McLaughlin, Miss Johnson, Tim Edis' mom, Annalisa Edis, for being the one that did the actual shaving of the heads. It means a lot for my family to get this support, My mom and my brother and myself are very grateful for this opportunity. So again, thank you to everyone who even put their name out there, and especially thank you to the 4 that went through with it, Dan, Sean, Nevin, and Mr. Shields, for getting their head buzzed in honor of my dad. I really appreciate it.
Hair grows back. Yeah, I couldn't have cared less. I mean, it was a great thing to do. It was so much fun. I'm glad a lot of people rallied behind me and behind Mr. Shields, as he looks very different. But yeah, it was such a great time. And this whole student-faculty basketball game has been a ton of fun to, watch, stream, and just a great foundation.
Yeah, it's a terrific event and super well ran. A lot of people look to be having a lot of fun. Teachers, students, faculty, you name it. Everyone's out here supporting a great cause, and everyone's out here having the most fun they can have. And guys, it's been an honor to be at the broadcast table for such a special event like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great event, from the fun that we're seeing on the court to the fun that's going on in the corner over there with people losing a lot of hair, to even the baskets and the raffles. And we had a great crowd on hand here today. A lot of my family members, extended family, close family, came out here today to support. So I think that we had a great crowd on hand, and I'm excited to see what the fourth quarter is going to bring.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think the students really need to get back on track. They seemed a little, distracted with some of the head stuff, the head shaving, and I mean, they might be a little bit more distracted now, but they really got to get on track, and they got to put their best foot forward and take this game to where they can control against the teachers.
For how poorly that third quarter went for them, they only trail by 7 right now. And I think that if the students send out a good lineup, a lineup that's willing to play selfless and not selfish, we're going to see them maybe come and take a lead. But it's been tough to stop Mr. Barrett, Mr. Shivers, and Mr. Howe for the teachers. Ben Nicholas, Tech Crew Zone, will be out there holding down the middle. There he is.
Both very big and can't make a free throw.
Muggsy Bogues. It looks like Muggsy Bogues out there, gentlemen. I mean,
we also have Tech Crew's own Gunna, one of our student announcers. He's talking to Ben right now with his luscious locks.
And those are two gentlemen that I am shocked that they did not join into the fundraising. I mean, they have two of the longest hair I've ever seen. And Connor needs a buzz cut. I think we're all going to sit here in a minute. Connor needs a buzz cut.
Who's Connor?
Gunna needs a buzz cut. I think we all can say in a minute that Gunna needs a buzz cut. And there he is right there, Ben and Gunna. And man, they would both look great with a buzz cut. That would be very funny.
I agree.
I also do want to preface this. I understand why certain people, when asked, turned it down. I don't not like you anymore if you turned it down. I can understand. I don't even think that if I was asked, I would have shaved my own head for this cause, and it was for someone that was in my own family. So I can understand. It's tough to get rid of hair. Everybody likes their hair. I hope that Dan likes his new haircut.
I do. I'm just saying I think some people needed it, and I think Gunna was one of those people. He hears it. I hope he listens back later. And if he doesn't, it proves that he does not watch our videos.
I will agree with you, Dan, that Gunna could have used the buzz cut. I think that he went through a lot of different hairstyles, and it would have been fantastic for him to have the buzz cut. There he is. There is Gunna.
Yeah, we've seen many eras of Gunna's hair.
From the side part to the first perm, now to the second perm.
We could have had 2 bald members of the family.
So now Mr. Shields is done and looking good with his new haircut. We are back in action. Here's Jathan Chandler for 3. That one doesn't go. Gunna going for the board, doesn't get it. Poked away from Ben Nicholas. Gunna playing some physical defense. Here's Mr. Abbott. Behind the back pass from Ms. Packer. She can't corral it. The students basketball.
And ladies and gentlemen, you Eagles fans at home, the Philadelphia Eagles have just signed Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to a 3-year deal worth $33 million. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is back in Eagles green.
Fantastic signing for the Birds. We get back to the action on the hardwood. Mr. Marley signals it'll be teachers' balls. It was poked away by Chandler. Jathan Chandler, the transfer quarterback from Woodbury, came in to play his last couple high school games here with the Sterling Silver Knights. So here is Abbott. Finds Packer. Packer, shot was tipped. Gunna with the rebound, looking. Finds Muggsy Bogues. Bogues finds Rathman. Rathman fires it up, doesn't go. Out of position was Bogues. Here's Barrett. Barrett to Abbott. Nice pass to Packer. Packer, pump fake, shot doesn't go. Second opportunity from Abbott, no good. Muggsy Bogues with the rebound.
Great job by Muggsy Bogues to get that board, use all 8 feet of his height.
Here is Gunna. Finds Chandler in the corner. Chandler for 3. Doesn't go. Muggsy Bogues, shot doesn't go. Whistles and a foul. So Bogues will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Not sure why they're taking the hack-a-shack method for Muggsy Bogues, but nevertheless, he'll be at the line to shoot 2.
Muggsy Bogues, really talented player, a lot on the perimeter. You don't see him inside the paint very often, though, so this is a very interesting situation and an interesting selection that the students are going with here.
Bogues free throw off the mark. Here is Barrett, picked up by Chandler. Barrett, nice find inside to Abbott. That layup is up and good. Whistles and a timeout for the students. This is just a fundamental play right here that'll make Coach proud. Great pass from Barrett to Abbott, and he converts down on the low block. So the students took a timeout, probably rethinking. Here's Mr. Shields, who has to finish the rest of the game with a lot less hair. He checks in for the teachers.
Maybe that'll make him faster.
Already fast to begin with, the cross-country winter track coach and girls spring track coach. And so the students rethought their decision. They sit Gunna down back on the bench. Here's Dom Gordon spinning, looking into the corner. It's Ayanna Brown. Front iron, rebound Miss Johnson. Here's Abbott. Up to Shields with the new hairdo. Can't corral it and takes a fall. Helped up by Rob Toomey, who just checked in for the students. Let's take another look at it.
I think he would have had that if he had his hair.
Yeah, it took a Three Stooges type fall.
Here's Toomey, crafty handle. And the layup is good for Chandler. Masterful work handling the ball for Rob Toomey. Take another look at it.
Oh my.
Puts Miss Johnson in a spin cycle, and Chandler converts. We've got whistles and a timeout. Faculty.
Some good momentum for the students here, causing a timeout. Jason Shivers screaming from the bench, calling for that timeout.
So the students with a little more life. Toomey, take a look, goes behind the back, and a nice find to Chandler. That is a highlight play right there from Rob Toomey.
But that kid is not impressed right there. He did not find it cool, Jake. Maybe not so highlight for him.
Here is Shields with the new hairdo. Drives inside, leaves it short. Toomey. Nice pass there. 3 ball is up and no good. Zingaro finds Abbott. Teachers still lead this one. Pass down to Packer. Packer looking. Pump fakes. Shot doesn't go. Batted around Abbott. Third time. Is it the charm? Yes. Mr. Abbott lays that one up and in. Teachers extend the lead.
Yeah, nice job to bounce that one around, get the board, and able to get that one in.
Here's Brown off the crafty find from Gordon. Whistles and a foul. So Ayanna Brown on the line to shoot 1. And guys, I think what they've been doing all game is it's one free throw. They just count the one basket made. As you see, they just added a point.
Yeah.
Now Ayanna Brown has a chance for the second.
Yeah, you just think it's so if you get fouled, it's an automatic point, and then it's just an extra free throw. I had that explained to me in fourth block today by Mr. Behringer, one of the referees.
Free throw from Brown was no good. Here is Packer cherry picking. Pump fakes, still has it, guarded, now back out to Abbott. Abbott fires up a three from the corner, it doesn't go. Rebound Gordon. Gordon puts it on the floor, taken away by Abbott. Abbott to Packer. Packer's jump shot is up and good. Arms fly high in the air of celebration from Miss Packer after the jump shot is banked in.
Yeah, she was due for a bucket. Miss Packer had some unfortunate luck throughout this whole game, finally able to get one down.
Here's Toomey. Saw his wizardry with the ball earlier. Step back three, way off the mark. And the teachers are out on the run again. Shields corrals this one, now holds it, puts a pass to Karina. At camera one.
Is he seeing ghosts right now?
I think he's still a little rattled with his new haircut. We're going to take a look at the shot here from Miss Packer. Banks it up and in. And you're right, Brian. She was absolutely due for a bucket. Floor General Shea Wiley checks back into the game. Here's Tim Edis. Edis for three with some space, nothing but air. Andrew Peak guarding Shivs tightly. Looks like they're going box and one on Shivs. Healy guarding Howe. Howe drives inside. Behind the back pass for Shields is too strong. Wiley dribbles the ball up the court, guarded by Shook. She loses control. Here's Healy. Pump fake, drive inside. Peak in the corner. Peak for three. Doesn't go. Rebound Shivs. And guys, I think this is the lineup that the students are banking on if they were down to try and win the game. Here's Peak with 4 minutes remaining on the clock. 56-47 teachers.
Andrew told me that if he got the ball, he was shooting, and that is clearly the reason why he cannot pass.
That one up and over the head of Jake Spiritoso. So Mr. Shivers operating the offense. Here's Shields. Finds Howe. Howe drives inside, goes around the back in the corner. Shivers for three. Doesn't go. Rebound Healy. Healy from way outside hits the front of the backboard. Not even the front of the backboard.
Yeah, I don't know what that shot was from Brian Healy. I guess he was trying to get some sort of a spark because that's what the students need right now, trailing by 9.
Howard gets the ball taken away from him, was looking for a foul. Nothing doing. Coach Behringer won't give it to him. Just a reminder for everyone watching at home, we will have a post-game show to follow. A couple teachers and students will come over for a post-game interview. Shields looking, finds Howe. Howe goes behind the back, was poked by Wiley. Here's Shivs, catches, shoots, can't convert. And it will be student basketball. A lot of back and forth, but nothing dropping for either side as now 2:50 remains. Here's Wiley looking, cross court to Peak. In the corner, Spiritoso. Edis outside. Edis from long range. He's got it. Tim Edis making it a 6-point game.
We talked about a spark for the students, and Tim Edis with a 3 right there does exactly that.
We've got a charge on Mr. Shivers. Students staying in it. Edis set his feet, took the charge. Peak now in the corner. Peak thinking about it, lets it fly. And if you're the coach for the students, that is not the look you wanted there.
And you know, Andrew again told me he was going to shoot, but I'm starting to think he shouldn't do anything.
Spiritoso back to Peak. Now Spiritoso again. Can't get that shot to go. Teachers basketball. Students have 2 minutes and 2 seconds to score 6 points and turn this thing around. Whistles. And another charge drawn by Tim Edis. Whistles in a timeout for the teachers with 1:57 remaining. Teachers during that student run were missing Mr. Barrett, who's really carried the offensive load through and through here today.
He has. He's taken his physicality to the next level. Done a great job all around, whether it's the shot or the take to the rim. Doing an amazing job. I don't think so. No, I wasn't seeing the sucker punch.
We're being asked by Coach Behringer if Shea Wiley sucker punched Mr. Howe. They were going to try and take a look at it.
That's the second time where we have been asked to decide a call potentially.
Peak got nothing but air there, taken away by Mr. Howe. Howe running the break.
And you know, if I'm the Sterling coaches, I'm taking that guy out the game. But Andrew Peak has to go.
We'll let him know tomorrow in second block.
We will indeed.
We've got whistles. And I think a technical foul was just assessed. So here's Peak. Peak, another three. Andrew Peak has been ice cold and is freezing. Currently, he's single-handedly dropping the temperature here in the gym.
I feel the breeze on the back of my freshly cut neck because the gym is so cold.
I think I'd be more confident seeing Ben Simmons shoot a three than I would Andrew Peak shoot a three.
I'm waiting for the students to start the "We Want Gunna" chants.
I mean, we might start it here on the broadcast sooner or later because I think he'll be better than Andrew Peak.
Barrett back in the game. Nothing but net there. That might have been the dagger for the students. Now just less than a minute remains. Edis from way outside. Front iron. Rebound Peak to Healy. He fires up a three. The students are just desperate firing up shots. Healy gets his own rebound, whistles, and a foul. So the clock stops. And we're going to see right here, does Shea Wiley sucker punch Mr. Howe? It was unintentional, made contact with his chin, but nothing too intentional. Again, we'll have a post-game show to follow.
I wouldn't say.
Healy's free throw no good, and it will stay with the students. We take another look at it.
Yeah,
it's see Mr. Howe just instantly grabs the chin and looks for the foul. And there's Sean McLaughlin. Edis for three. No.
And Jake, you made a comment earlier that this was the game, or this was the squad to put out for the students, and I'm starting to think that they led them to their demise.
Barrett's three, no good. Here's Spiritoso. Jake Spiritoso racing against Mr. Howe, goes behind the back. In the corner is Peak. Peak with another three, finally gets one to go. Too little, too late for Andrew Peak, as now time is not on the student side. Miss Shook rolls the ball all the way down the court. Whistles and a timeout called by Mr. Shivers. We take another look. Crafty handle there. And Peak for three, finally got one to go.
Finally.
It's about time. I almost fell asleep.
I was looking at my watch. I'm like, whoa. Better late than never, I guess.
Very late.
Good student crowd on hand today to support the students and the faculty members in the game. Take a look at some of the student players.
I don't know if there's as much support for the teachers, but overall great crowd here for such an incredible event.
And can we talk about how the teachers really had to almost play like it was a road game. Nobody on their side, nobody really rooting for them. They came in, they played the role of the villain, and if all goes to plan, should have the victory in hand with this one. Lob up for Mr. Barrett, can't tip that one in, dribbles it, behind the back shot, no good. Mr. Shivers dribbles it out, 3 at the buzzer. Doesn't go, but it doesn't matter. Students drop a tough one here to the teachers, 59-54, as we'll have a post-game show to follow. Great event here today. Couple heads shaved, and a lot of money raised for my family for a great, great cause. So that'll do it here today at Sterling High School. Again, a post-game show to follow. Teachers win this one 59-54.
I want you to tell me what Jake did wrong here. Yes, Matt.
He was texting and driving. That was really dangerous.
Matt, you're full of baloney. I know a ton of people that text and drive.
No, dude. 94% of teens acknowledge the dangers of texting and driving, but 35% of teens still do it.
Well, nobody dies from this stuff anyway. It can't be that serious.
Really, Nevin? 21% of teen drivers involved in fatal car accidents were caused by texting and driving. If you go to nj.gov, you can get more facts about the dangers of texting and driving. And remember, when driving, stay in the zone
And kill the phones.
I can't believe I'm working on this homework for over an hour now. I only have to submit this last assignment and I'll finally be done. Who's messaging me? I don't know who this is, but I guess I'll just see what she wants and then I'll go to bed.
What?
It's got you all excited. I have a date with this girl I met on Instagram earlier this week. This is my first time meeting her in person though.
You just met this girl yesterday and you're already going on a date with her?
You're crazy, man. You gotta be careful. Whatever, man. You guys just may have a date tonight.
What is up?
Yo, you should probably answer that. It's probably somebody like super important.
Do not answer that. 1 out of 4 teens send a text at least once every time they drive.
Well, it can't be that harmful, can it?
No, dude. 1.6 million car crashes are caused by distracted drivers each year. So when driving, remember, stay in the zone and kill the phone.
I guess one time isn't gonna kill me.
It's totally safe. We do this all the time.
There's no way these drugs are laced, right?
Trust me, you're gonna be fine.
I just need to forget everything right now.
It'll be fun.
A lethal dose of fentanyl is just 4 grains of sand and can hide in any drug. So no matter what you and your friends think, what you can't see will kill you. Don't die to get high. Fentanyl is fatal. Get the whole truth at CamdenCounty.com/fentanyl.
Man, I really like talking to you.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What? Hit me? Why?
Because, are you gonna hit me or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
This is so stupid.
That's more like it.
I never said you could hit me.
What is that guy fighting?
What's your name? You never called.
Tyler.
Are you from Fight Club?
Shh. You know the first one.
Student-faculty basketball game with Mr. Shields, who had his head buzzed at the end of the third quarter. Mr. Shields, initial thoughts on the new look?
I haven't really seen it much, but I'll tell you, I can feel the loss of the weight. My balance is a little bit off, but I'll get used to that.
And you went out there in that fourth quarter and played. You talk about your balance being a little bit off. Did that affect your play during that fourth quarter?
Fortunately, I'm not good at basketball to begin with, so the difference, I don't think, was really apparent. If I was good, probably.
And then last question for you, Mr. Shields. The teachers were able to go out and get the win here today. What does that mean for you guys as a faculty and a group to have bragging rights over the students?
Oh, it means so much. I think the students, you guys love to talk. Not you, but you guys love to talk. So it's nice for us to get this one. We have this one for at least till next year. So that's good.
Thank you, Mr. Shields, for all that you've done for the fundraiser and they're out there on the court. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Barrett. Mr. Barrett coming on with us. You really carried the scoring load for this faculty team. Talk about what it meant to try and have that load on your shoulders and be out there and go out and score for the teachers here today.
Ever since this little game got announced, I've been hearing a lot of trash talk from the students around the school. So I definitely had to bring it tonight. Out of baseball practice today, it's really all I heard. So, I had a chip on my shoulder, and I really had to come out here and show the kids what was up.
And you guys, was a back-and-forth game until coming out of halftime. You guys really turned it up a notch. What was the talk like between you and the other the teachers?
We're older. We don't really got that much energy, so that's what we're doing. We're saving it for that second half. Keep it close in the first half, and then exert all our energy in that second half.
And is there a message that you want to say that'll be on YouTube forever to the students here that partook in this game here today?
To the students, hold that L. To the community, this was a great event, great turnout. I'm very happy how it went.
Thanks for coming on with Mr. Barrett. Congrats on the win. Now going to be joined by Mr. Shivers. Mr. Shivers, used to these post-game interviews. Mr. Shivers, you did a great job of really shooting from beyond the arc, and we're coming out red hot in that first quarter. Talk about what was going right for you off the opening tip.
Opening tip, I still had legs underneath me. I was still feeling all right. I wasn't exhausted yet. I was always a shooter, so shooter's mentality. I saw 2 go down. I'm like, uh-oh, it's my night. And then I went ice cold and just kept throwing up bricks. Just trying to build a neighborhood, build some houses, and just throw some bricks in the air.
And it wasn't your game later in that game, but you guys were still able to get it done. Talk about what Mr. Barrett and Mr. Howe were able to provide for this win here today.
2 words, young legs. The difference between early 20s and late 20s showed in that third and fourth quarter. hey, it's kind of part of the game. You find the guys who are ready. You find who's the hot hand and get them the ball. So I was happy to just grab rebounds and pass to the young kids.
And the last question for you, Mr. Shivers. You were able to come out and win this game by a score of 59-54. What does that mean for you guys as a staff? And is there anything you want to say to the students that'll be on YouTube there forever?
Just know that we got trash talking rights for the next year. Kids love to talk trash in school, but we came out best. Teachers still run this building, and everyone knows it now.
Thanks for coming on with us, Mr. Shivers.
Absolutely.
Congrats on the win.
Thanks for having us.
And now going to be joined by Mr. Howe. Mr. Howe, you weren't feeling too confident when I talked to you pregame, but you went out there and you really showed what you were all about, making a couple of mid-range jump shots. Talk about your game and how it was able to, your actual individual game, and how it was able to make an impact on tonight's contest.
Thanks, Jake. I think I'm more of a hustle kind of guy rather than a make plays kind of guy. As more of a track coach than a basketball guy, so we do our best to have an impact on the rebounds and getting some nice assists in there. Luckily, I was able to get under the basket and get a few easy buckets. I think Mr. Barrett and Mr. Shivers did a good job of finding me under the basket for a few easy ones.
And you mentioned the ball movement that was created by Mr. Shivers and Mr. Barrett that got you good looks. Talk about how that really escalated coming out of halftime.
Yeah. I mean, you got two talented, handsome basketball players like that who know how to move the ball. They watch a lot of basketball. They know the sport really well. So it makes it easy for other players. So, you're just grateful to be part of those guys' teams and grateful to have them passing you the rock. So it was a lot of fun tonight. We raised a lot of money for a great cause. So got some heads shaved and got some twins now, so it feels good.
And you're one of the cross-country coaches. Talk about how that running stamina really paid off here today.
In season, it would have paid off big time. Out of season, I was hurting a little bit. But if you notice, the students out here that do come out run, Ayana and Cammie and all them, Elise, they were up and down the floor with ease. And you notice some other guys struggling. So it should be a big incentive to come out, run track, run cross-country, and get yourself in some good running shape.
Last question for you, Mr. Howe. You guys were able to win this 59-54 with a lot of trash talk from the students. Is there a message that you want to put out there for the student body?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was for a good cause at the end of the day. Next time they want to talk some smack, they better be ready to back it up. So they better know what they're in for next time they come out. But a lot of fun, good cause, and I was glad to be a part of it.
Thanks for coming on with us, Mr. Howe. Congrats on the win.
Clark. Thanks, man.
So now we're going to be joined by Pro Floor General Shea Wiley. Shea, you did a great job of really running the offense. Couldn't get in the scoring column, but did a great job of setting up your teammates. What was it like for you to have a pass-first role in today's game?
I told the boys that I wanted to get the ball. So I declared myself point guard. I don't know much about basketball, but all I know is that I should have gotten the ball first and dribbled it and passed it, and then that was my role as today's in fourth quarter.
And you guys really came out really, really slow out of the halftime talk. What was the talk like, and what really went wrong from halftime on?
I could lie to you and say that it was an inspirational speech or something, but I don't know what the speech was. It was more competition between who would get more points, the juniors or the seniors. And yeah, that's basically it.
And the students talked a ton of trash, but ended up falling short in this one. What does it feel after you guys talked a big game, but came up just short?
I did go in the news today and tell everyone I was going to ball out. And maybe that's not what happened, but it did get a crowd here, so I did my job. And you know what? I didn't have a turnover. Did I have a turnover?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, and that's all that matters in basketball.
So here, thanks for coming on with us, Floor General Shea Wiley. Great game today. Now we're going to be joined by the Chuckster. Just kidding, Andrew Peak, who had a bit of a rough shooting night. So, Andrew, can you give us a little bit on your performance? Really struggled from beyond the arc today.
There was amazing defense by especially Miss Shook. She face guarded me, and she just played. She was all over my face. I got distracted. I tried to be Kobe. I'm not Kobe. I need to start passing more. I should have been like Jay Will instead of Kobe. But it was just amazing defense by Miss Shook. Props to her.
And the student body talked a ton of work and ended up falling short in this one. So what does it mean for you personally that the teachers were able to come out and win this one?
It's just props to them. It's just, when you go out there with a plan, but when you don't execute the plan, you lose. And we can't go out stronger next year. We're done. So we just got to go home, reflect, and think about what we can do for the community now,
Thanks for coming on with us, Andrew. Great game today.
Thank you. Have an amazing night.
Now joined by the Chuckster himself, Patrick Carroll and Quinn Rosano. You guys were lighting it up real early from beyond the yard. Talk about what was going right off the opening tip for you guys.
You know, Justin shoot around. I was feeling great, you know. Jumper was feeling good. You know, I had my great passers out there, give me the ball, finding me. So, yeah.
I was feeling confident the whole time, you know, shots going down, came to the game, so that's good. We started off good, and then, you know, our bench got to us. And the seniors, sorry, but they sold us. But other than that, I had fun. Great. Yeah.
And Pat, you guys, again, the student body talked a lot of work on the teachers, but fell just short. So what does it mean to you guys personally that you guys couldn't come out with the dub here today?
You know, we couldn't come out with the dub today, but, you know, next year we're coming. We're coming for that the win next year. We're good.
We're going to get a lot of talk on our name, but I'm still better than C.J. Barrett. That's all I have to say.
And Jason Howe.
And Jason Howe. That's all I have to say.
Thanks for coming on with us, guys. Chuck, Q, thanks for coming on with us. And now, looking around, is John Orlino here? He is not. John bounced, so that's going to do it here for the post-game show. Going to send it back to the guys in the booth. Guys?
Thank you, Jake. I'm Brian McLernan, joined by Dan Lakin here back in the booth. And what a fun event this was here at the Castle. The student-faculty game has concluded. The teachers with the win, 59-54. And, guys, what a fun event this has been. Honoring the life of the one and only Jake Clark. But that is going to do it here at the Castle. I'm Brian McLernan. Thanks to Dan Leakin and Jake Clark joining me here in the booth. Thanks to Mr. K and all the camera people working the cameras here today as well. And that's going to do it. I'm Brian McLernan saying so long as always.
Go Knights.